Let's review the newest makeup at Sephora. There has been so many new launches lately, and many of them they are now available at Sephora that I decided to place not only one order but a couple orders. I even paid a visit to my local Sephora, and I know you may be saying right now, well, that's very silly of you, Jacqueline, because the Sephora savings event, it is around the corner. In fact, when I'm uploading this video, we're about a week away from it. And yes, I will be doing my recommendations video, but I wanted to try all these new makeup and take one for the team. Let's start first with the new SAIE Glowy Super Skin Lightweight Luminous Foundation. I went ahead and picked up the shade 9. I have no idea if I got the right shade or not. Hopefully so. So I have been intrigued about this new foundation from SAIE. It looks like something very appealing for me. I do have, if you're new here to my channel, welcome, and welcome to all of you, my beautiful friends. I do have dry skin on the perimeters of my face, a little bit more of normal skin right here in the middle where I have my enlarged pores. I'm on my 4th floor, meaning that I'm over 40 years old, so I do have fine lines, texture, again, enlarged pores, sunspots and whatnot. So just a little brief of my skin. If you want to know my shade matches, they will be on the description box below too. So here it is, the bottle, and it's made in USA with 1 fluid ounces. This is it glass or is glass or plastic? No, this is glass. Yeah, I think this is glass. Okay, it says shake well, and I can tell that because it's kind of liquidy. That's great that it has a pump. I love the SAIE blushes. They are so good. Okay, this is kind of runny. And as you can tell, I do have some redness. I don't know if this is a breakout or if actually I got bitten by something. Because it has a little dot right in the middle and it's not bursting. Okay, I think the shade is actually really good. Okay, it's very, very lightweight. And I like this. Now you can obviously use a sponge, a brush, just kind of like going with the flow. And it seems like it has a really nice coverage, more of like a light to medium coverage. I do have a ton of freckles and sunspots, and it's not really covering them, but rather just kind of like camouflaging them, which that's great. I don't want them to be like completely erased from the map, because then I will feel so not myself. Okay, one thing that I'm noticing is that immediately it's just grabbing. I do have a little bit of texture right here on my nose. So let me see if with a brush will be better. Let me just grab a little bit more. So in total, I think I have used like little dabs, so perhaps like for the whole face, a full pump. Like I said before, from Givenchy, I went ahead and pulled the trigger and pick up the concealer and the color corrector. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try the concealer on one side and then the color corrector and concealer on the other side, so we can see how they work together. I got the concealer in the shade C240, and this concealer is made in France with a shelf life of 6 months, and it's supposed to give you 24 hours of correction and hydration. I mean, I'm not gonna use my makeup for 24 hours, but that is okay. What else it says right here? Skin caring concealer corrects dark circles, which I can tell mine are terrible blue in tone, very dark. It also corrects redness and imperfections for an even luminous complexion. Its refreshing texture is enriched with a capucine extract and cornflower complex to guarantee comfort and hydration. Okay, I like that. Oh my gosh, this shade looks so light. Oh, don't tell me I got the wrong shade. Well, let's see. I don't know if it's gonna... No, perhaps it's a good shade. Let's try it. So it's gonna go 1, 2 dots. I can tell right away that it seems like it has more coverage than I expected it. And also from Givenchy, they have launched color correctors in different shades. peach, there's a green one. I mean, depending on what you want to correct. For me, the peach is the one that it really pulled me in the most, because I use color corrector only for correct my dark under eye circles. I'm just gonna dab one right there and one right here, because that's where I'm gonna focus to correct my under eye area. And with a Sephora Pro brush, which, by the way, like I was saying at the beginning of the video, all the Sephora collection is going to be 30% off from the start of the sale, which is April 14. And that is going to be general for everybody. So say you're not a Rouge member, but you are at a Sephora store and you want to get something from the Sephora collection, that is a really, really good time to pick up. Their brushes are really good. And actually pick up some really good brushes. Okay, that looks very nice. I don't feel that is full coverage. As you can tell, you can still see peeking through my dark under eye circles, but it's actually a nice light to medium coverage for many of you. If you don't have dark under eye circles like mine, they look like panda bear, then this will be for you a like medium to full coverage even, and very lightweight. Let's go ahead and just start blending the color corrector. I feel that the formula of the color corrector is lighter in weight than the concealer. Yeah, absolutely. It's so thin and I love that. Look at that. It has really helped my dark under eye area. Oh yes. And it's lighter. It's a lot lighter, not liquidy, but lighter than the concealer, meaning that it's gonna work really good. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for this. With other concealers, well, I have to try it, but I'm gonna go now with the concealer again from Givenchy, and I'm just gonna put a couple dots. And I'm gonna build up a little bit, just a tiny bit. Now, before I go ahead and blend it, I'm gonna go ahead and just do my brows off camera because I don't have any new brow product, and be right back. Brows are filled, and now let's go ahead and blend. So blending this side. This is a really good trick if you want more coverage out of your concealer. Just let it sit for a little and then blend. I feel that it's also brightening, and that's really beautiful too. Now let's just go ahead and blend this side. One thing to consider on my case is that I have hollow kind of under eyes, so there's kind of like a divot, so I have a little bit of that shading. But I think overall, I mean, both sides, they look really nice. I feel definitely, I see some cancellation of my dark under eye circles, but there's still some peeking through. I'm pretty sure that the color corrector, I should be able to build it up. Not a lot, but if need be. But overall, I feel like this is just perfect, and it's well balanced too with the foundation, because the foundation is so lightweight, it feels like nothing on the skin. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm enjoying it so far. And I will make sure to leave a pinned comment letting you know how all this makeup wears throughout the entire day. So then while you're leaving your comment, make sure you read that comment that I will pin. Let's go next with bronzer. Now, Tower 28 launched, I think 2 or 3 years ago, their Bronzino bronzers, which they are beautiful, balmy-like, but not balmy in terms of greasy, just very beautiful cream bronzers. But they all had this kind of like shimmer-like finish. Nothing unflattering, actually very beautiful, mostly for summertime. But they have come out with this new Sculptino line, which are basically contour slash bronzer, and I got it in the shade Getty, a little bit more on the warmer side. Oh, that's a beautiful shade. Using a Sephora 56 brush, just gonna dab on it. Definitely this is a neutral kind of tone. I don't feel that is super cool tone. I think you can tell right there, there has some warmth into it, but it can be also be used as a bronzer. at least this shade. And it does have more of like a natural finish. Now, if you compare it with the Bronzino bronzers, this will have more of like a matte finish, but it's not matte. It actually gives me more of like a natural finish. And as you can tell, I'm able to build up on the pigmentation. Okay, this is a really nice formula. You know what? It kind of reminds me, not in consistency, but the shade a little bit to my beloved Chanel bronzer in the shade medium. I'm not saying it's a dupe, but it's kind of reminding me to that shade. Okay, this is really pretty. This is definitely not a new product, but Rare Beauty has 2 new shades of their soft pinch dewy liquid blushes. So I picked up both of them, Virtue and Worth. Okay, this is Worth, and this one here is Virtue. So seems like Worth is a little bit more pink in tone, while Virtue it's a little bit more of like a neutral shade. Yeah. And with these blushes, you have to be careful because they have so much pigment. I mean, these will last you your entire lifetime. I don't see anybody, you know, running off these blushes because they are full of pigmentation. And this is the shade Worth. That's a pinky tone, which is more to me kind of like a pillow talk kind of shade. I'm gonna go with the shade Worth first. I'm pretty sure that's more than enough. I said so. This is more than enough. Look at this. I should have done just one. Okay. Going next with the shade Virtue. And let's just do one dot. Oh, this is kind of like a shade for a golden hour. My goodness, the pigment. I'm not upset to have this amount of pigment, but you have to really have control on these blushes. That's really beautiful, and it's non-patchy. Look at that. That's so pretty. Imagine a really nice bronze summertime. Oh, this is like I said, golden hour. This to me is more like pillow talk, more like feminine vibe type of thing. For highlighter, this is again not a new formula, but a new shade from the Westman Atelier Lit Up Highlighting Stick in the shade PARLA, which I have been eyeing it for quite some time right now. And in fact, Westman Atelier just launched their new skincare product, their first one actually. So very exciting for that. But anyhow, this is it, highlighting stick in PARLA. And this kind of like that wet kind of look. Should I just go directly? I'm gonna rub it with my finger and tap it. Yeah, it gives that beautiful wet look to the skin. Let's put it on the tip of the nose so you can see too. You see, it doesn't carry really pigment, but it's just rather like a balmy product. Something along the lines to the Balm Essentials by Chanel, although those, they actually make your skin look really, really wet. These ones, the ones from Westman Atelier, they do have a little bit more consistency, but that's very pretty. Mostly for this kind of makeup look where I'm not having too much. It's very lightweight from the foundation to even the concealer. Everything is very nice and light and refreshing too. So if you're looking for something like that, very subdued, nothing like, oh my gosh, this is too much, something really nice and fairly natural, you're gonna like it. Let's see if it sticks my hair on the product. No, it doesn't. It doesn't, because although it's a little bit thicker in consistency than the one from Chanel, is not thick in terms of like a balm. Okay, and then for eyeshadows, I pick up a few other products. So I pick up all the new shades of the Bobbi Brown Duo eyeshadow sticks, which it seems like it's the season. It is the season, but 3 of them right here are the ones that I really want to try them on this try-on of new makeup. And also this new KULFI single eyeshadow. For the Bobbi Brown eyeshadow sticks, what I'm gonna do is come and follow me on my Instagram and come and follow me on my TikTok, and I will be making a little video showing you all the swatches. What about that? But come and follow me there. Let's grow our family on those platforms too. They are 2 other monsters to take care of. Not only YouTube that is going crazy between long content format and the new shorts, but also the other 2 platforms. Okay, let's go ahead and check Platinum Pink with Shimmer Antique Rose. So one side is shimmer shade and then the other side a matte shade. So, oh, that's so beautiful. Look at that. Bobbi Brown. The formula of Bobbi Brown is so good. Oh, this is so pretty. Look at that. It's a pinky tone. Not too long ago, I reviewed both the Hourglass and the Victoria Beckham Beauty eyeshadow sticks, all the shades. So if you haven't watched that video, I will highly recommend you to do so if you're looking for something practical as this type of eyeshadows. But you know, this new concept from Bobbi Brown, I think it's fantastic because you get your matte eyeshadow and then your shimmer eyeshadow too. I think it's fun and different too. And then this other shade is Golden Pink and Taupe. So let's go for taupe side. Oh, that's pretty too. Okay, this is gonna be hard to decide. Oh, and look at that. That's so beautiful. The other shade I have right here is Pink Copper Shimmer and Cashew Matte. That's a beautiful neutral shade. And then this one. Oh, that's so pretty. It's a peachy tone. See that? Let's just start with Pink Copper and Cashew. I'm just gonna go ahead and use the shade Cashew. And I'm taking this shade and applying it kind of like on the outer skirts. It's kind of like a base for me, for my skin tone. It's not exactly my skin tone though. My skin tone is deeper, but my skin tone is definitely lighter, but it's a nice base. And it's a little bit on the warmer side too. Now with the Bobbi Brown cream eyeshadows, you have this flexibility that you can apply on both sides of your eyelids and do not feel extremely rushed that, okay, you have to run to create a makeup look, because it gives you time. It doesn't set like right away. It sets, but not right away. Okay, let's go for Antique Rose. And I'm taking this shade and applying it right on the crease. And listen me out, I'm not saying that you have to buy 3, 4, all of these single eyeshadows in order to achieve any makeup look. These are meant to give you a very simple look with one stick. I'm just doing this right now for the fun of playing with makeup and trying obviously the formulation. Okay, I'm gonna go with Golden Pink and Taupe, and I'm gonna use the taupe side. And I'm just going to apply it on the outer third of the eyelid. Right now I'm just using all the matte shades. Look how easy it is to blend. And the shades, they don't look matte. I'm able to tell that I have the taupe tone, the first tone. I see the kind of light mauve, or shouldn't say mauve, dusty pink shade. So easy. So easy. Okay, I'm gonna leave these on the side for right now. Now let's go ahead and check these new KULFI. Their first eyeshadows, I think, because I remember KULFI, they're very well known concealer, but they have launched these single eyeshadows, and I don't know where I got this shade. I usually do not get these type of shades, but it looks super pretty. I even create a reel for my Instagram, and the sun was hitting and there's so much sparkles in it. The shade is super pretty. Okay, let me show you. Just gonna put it right here, and then I'm just gonna do that. So that's blended in. And that's like one full swipe. I think it's a beautiful shade. It does have a little bit of coolness in it that it's beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and just dab a little bit of brush in there. It does have kind of like a moussey kind of consistency. But even when I'm tapping in with the brush, you see like right there, look, look. The brush is not picking up a lot. And this is a synthetic brush, actually, a really good brush from BK Beauty. They don't carry BK Beauty at Sephora. They should. It's such an amazing brand, but anyhow, let's just put some in. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, I'm digging in, but what's going on is the product, doesn't want to be like super picked up by the brush, so you're gonna have to scoop it just a little. Oh, but the shade is gorgeous. Oh, okay, I'm curious. Were there other shades? Because I think there were 3 or 4 shades, if I'm not mistaken. I'm wondering if they have kind of like a taupey platinum kind of shade, or even like a golden shade. Oh, this is beautiful. You know, let's just try it. I know, playing with makeup. Just gonna dab it with my finger. Perhaps this will be too much. Oh, you know what? It has kind of like a lilac kind of undertone to it. This is so pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay. Well, KULFI, the formula is thin too, and I like that, because when you have hooded eyes and falls on your eyelids, when you get too heavy of a product, believe me, it looks terrible. But this one looks beautiful, and it seems like it sets not right away. So it maintains that moussey kind of consistency, but I can tell right here, yeah, it's not going anywhere. Wondering if it has glitter? No, it has kind of like a specks of shimmer, but not glitter. This is so beautiful. Oh. In love. Honestly, I don't think I have seen any new liquid eyeliner at Sephora. Let me know if there's a new one, but I'm gonna use my trusty one by Tom Ford, double-ended. These, honestly, friends, even if you do your makeup every single day, this will last you minimum 8 months. If you do your makeup, like I will say, like say 4, even 5 times out of the week, it will last you for a year. This is a great product. Taking the Bobbi Brown eyeshadow in taupe and golden pink. I'm just gonna take the taupe shade and apply it on my lower lash line. And then I'm gonna take Antique Rose and Platinum Pink. And Platinum Pink is what I'm gonna take on my inner corner. And a little bit on my brow bone too. There is a new mascara, and it is by Fenty Beauty in hella thick. I don't even know my pronunciation, friends. I already have enough with my own accent. I speak 3 languages, and trying to do other accents is just so hard. But this is such a cool packaging. This is so cool. Let's see the wand. Okay. It's not one of those curvy ones, it's just taper. Does it say anything about this mascara here? It tells you real thick, real quick for an instant full lash effect. Okay, let's see on that. Let's see, Rihanna. what you're bringing to the table. Okay, really black right away. Separation right away. I see a little bit of the fullness, but it's not lengthening. Yeah, it's getting thick. Let's see another one of these Bobbi Brown eyeshadows. This one, it is in Rusted Pink and Cinnamon. I want to check the shade Cinnamon. Oh yeah, I'm thinking on my lower lash line I want some intensity. There you have it. I mean, all of these shades are pretty wearable, and I think the selection of shades is really good in terms of catering for different skin tones. For my waterline, I'm gonna go with Hourglass Voyeur eyeliner, and the shade is Cave. One of my favorite ones, mostly for the waterline because it really stays in place. Usually for my lower lashes, I like to go with a tubing mascara like the one from Hourglass, but since we're trying these, let's just go ahead and try it. Okay, it's thick. It's a very thick mascara. I mean, the name says it all. If you like a thick mascara, then you're gonna like this. To me, for the upper lashes, but not for the lower lashes. For lips, oh my, I'm in trouble. You know, my friends, how much I love lipsticks. So I picked up all of the shades of the Makeup by Mario MoistureGlow Plumping lipsticks. They are liquid lipsticks. I already did a short video with all these shades, so if you want to see all the shades in action, please check that shorts video. It tells you exactly which shades I'm swatching and all of that. But I'm gonna pick my favorite shade, which is Soft Blush. This shade, it's so pretty. I mean, all of the shades are beautiful, okay, but this one I love. Oh, I love this shade. All of them are beautiful, honestly, but this one in particular, there is something about it that I just absolutely love. And they leave your lips looking like a glazed donut. Oh my gosh, I must be hungry right now. Like super glossy, but not thick. In fact, they do have this water-like consistency, and they carry so much pigment. Let me just go ahead and remove this lipstick so we can try the new lip oils by Rare Beauty, which honestly I wanted to pick up all of them, but they were not available at my local Sephora. And then I realized that there were so many people already uploading their reviews and videos and shorts because they had it available at their local Sephora. Well, on my local Sephora, I don't know what's going on, but they are just like so behind. There's a new product and they don't have it. I know I just live in a small town, but it's just a little bit disappointing on that side. Anyhow, stop complaining, Jacqueline. So I decided to just order some online, which is just perfectly fine. They're called the Soft Pinch Tinted Lip Oils, and I got them in the shade Honesty, Wonder, and Happy. So let me tell you something. I went ahead and did a reel for my Instagram, and I swatched them on my hand. And right now, I mean, you can barely see it, but I don't know if you see a little tint right here. They stain. Let me show you how they look on the lips, okay? So let's go first with the shade Happy. And I'm gonna swatch it too. It comes with the doe foot applicator. Beautiful pink, right? Okay, we're gonna do this fast. These, they feel again very lightweight. This is the shade Happy. Okay, I remove it. Do you see what's going on? There's a tint right there. Let's go for the shade Wonder. Gorgeous shade. a little bit cooler in tone. I like the shade. That's such a pretty shade, huh? Here's the shade Wonder. I removed it, and now you can see what's going on here. All right, let's go next with the shade Honesty. Like a nudie kind of tone. This may be a little bit hard to really see the shade because I already have my lips are tinted. So there's the tint under, and I'm sorry, I mean, I should have thought about using Honesty first. Oh well, it is what it is. Beautiful shade though. I mean, definitely gorgeous shade. I'm going to use the Tower 28 lip liner in the shade Work of Art. And I'm gonna try to go again with Soft Blush by Makeup by Mario. That's the final look right here. Let me tell you what I think about, really quick, these lip oils by Rare Beauty. The formula is beautiful, but they shouldn't have named them lip oils. They are far miles and miles away for them to be a lip oil. They are definitely a lip tint, period. So if you're looking for a lip oil, I mean, one that you can trust that they carry at Sephora definitely is the one by Dior. There's some other ones, the ones from Merit, they are fabulous, fabulous. The ones, again, from Merit Beauty, fantastic. I don't know if they carry clearance at Sephora, but if they do so, highly recommend those. Hermes, you know my friends, I love them, but they are lip tint. And if you like lip tints and you want to have a tint, which I really appreciate them, because if you're going for a full day and you want your makeup to look as well and put together, even if you're eating a meal, you know, that they have a little bit of a stain, these are fabulous. I have nothing against them. I like the formula. They are thin, they are beautiful, they leave a tint like right away. Let me show you. I have the tints right here. Let's see. You see? I remove the product and you are left with a tint, which that's beautiful. Why have this Dior lip tint right here? Because if you're familiar with this formula, actually the new formulation from Dior, it is pretty much the same formula. Complete dupes, perhaps not, but very much alike. These ones by Rare Beauty, they are made in Korea. But if you like kind of this formula, you like, again, a lip tint, you're gonna like this. But please, if you're looking for a lip oil, I don't want you to be disappointed. Now, in comparisons with the Makeup by Mario, they are not, again, they are not lip oils. They are MoistureGlow, and what a glow. They really look, your lips, they look just fabulous. They carry a lot of pigment and you're not going to have any tint behind. So if you're not looking for a tint, you may want to consider the ones by Makeup by Mario. They are beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I think both of them, they all have their uniqueness. I don't want to repeat myself, but the Rare Beauty, the only thing that they fail, it is on the name, on the box, on the name of the product. They should have just left it as Soft Pinch Lip Tint. X the oil. X out the oil. That's all. But regardless, it is a really good product. Okay, now in terms of the rest, the foundation so far, I'm loving it. Loving it. Little amount goes a long way. I don't feel that you need to build it up. And in fact, you shouldn't, because this is not the foundation that you can build it up to a medium coverage. I think this is a light to medium coverage, which it's perfect. Again, on the comment section below, I will be leaving a pinned comment, let you know how the foundation works throughout the day. Nice and hydrating, but not balmy, not thick, nothing of that. Beautiful. In terms of the bronzer, love the bronzer. Love the shade too, and how easy it was to blend. In terms of the concealer, I see that it's already fading away the amount of coverage. Nothing wrong, but this concealer, to me, if you have moderate dark under eye circles. You know, a little bit of discoloration. This concealer by Givenchy may be really, really good for you if you want to use it like to just dab a little bit here and there on your face. I think again it is a good concealer. It comes with a very generous amount of product, 11 mls. Typically on concealers we're talking about the 5 top 7 mls, 11 mls. It's quite an amount of product. So definitely this one, I feel like you can use it to spot conceal if you have some redness, etc. But I'm mostly impressed with the color corrector by Givenchy because it's super lightweight. It has done the job fairly nice. I'm pretty sure that I can build it up more, and I really want to keep using it. I usually use the color corrector by Charlotte Tilbury, the one that comes in a little, not pot, but just in a little compact, and it's wonderful. And that one has a little bit of a thicker consistency. This one is thinner, so I really want to just keep using this baby and see how it goes, because I really love, again, the consistency and the coverage. Not a full coverage, again, we're talking about that light to medium, perhaps for many of you a medium coverage, but for me, this panda girl, the eyes, right? To me, it's more of a light to medium coverage. In terms of it crease, it doesn't really crease. It gathers just a tiny bit on my fine lines, which is pretty common. Actually, it's nothing like new to me, but it's not aging me at all and whatsoever. If anything, in my daily basis, I'm not against powder, but I usually do not powder. If I powder, most likely it's gonna be during summertime, or if I have to go for a full day of work that I know I'm gonna be under, then I will definitely consider to powder it, and mostly if I have to powder with the Givenchy loose setting powder because it's chef's kiss, so good. I also have the compact, the pressed powder is fantastic. I just feel so upset that it's not available here in the United States. Hopefully soon. Blushes, Rare Beauty, they do a fantastic job with their blushes. Little goes a long way. Like I said, you buy one and you will have it for the rest of your life. Not that you can, because everything expires, but what I'm saying is that they just have so much pigment, and that's beautiful too, because little goes a long way for someone that has lighter complexion, but also for those who have deeper complexions. Now, going into the highlighter by Westman Atelier. Oh, so classy, so lovely, nothing too much, something that is just so wearable and well executed. I think Westman Atelier is one of the brands that during the Sephora sale, you should really look into it, because it is a luxury brand. It's high on the price, but they do deliver. Their products deliver and they are beautiful. So anyhow, enjoying really much this new shade, Parla. And then let's go for this situation right here, my eyeshadows. Bobbi Brown, as per usual, excellent quality, easy to blend. The formula doesn't age my eyelids. Usually, these kind of formulations, sometimes, mostly the matte formula, can easily age my eyelids. So be on the lookout if you want to see the other shades, all the swatches. I will definitely have it on my Instagram, TikTok, and the thing that impressed me perhaps the most today is this eyeshadow by KULFI. What a beautiful eyeshadow. Love the consistency. It's not dense, it's not thick, it doesn't feel uncomfortable, it hasn't creased, it blends beautifully. Way to go, KULFI. They did an excellent job. Definitely, I have to check if they have like a platinum kind of shade or taupey kind of shade. I'm really impressed about this formulation. For the Fenty Beauty mascara, the description is correct. It's gonna give you like that dense kind of look of mascara. Is that my favorite one? Not really. I like both volume, length, separation. This one, you have to be cautious, because otherwise your lashes, they're going to start to like kind of like get a little bit together, which is a look that I don't like. But I was able to manage it, that my lashes, they look all nice and separated, so it's completely fine. Last but not least, the fragrance of the day, and it is by KAYALI, Yum Pistachio Gelato. This is so good. Honestly, wow, they did an incredible job. Now, a lot of you may be disappointed because it's not a gourmand kind of scent. That bubble. So good. It has more of like a bit of a citrus opening with the bergamot. It also has mandarin. It does have rum, and it does have the pistachio with hazelnut, and it gives it more of a nutty kind of scent, at the same time a little bit more airy, and I think that comes from that whipped cream kind of note. It also has marshmallow and cotton candy, but the way that I think the marshmallow is, again, a little bit more fluffy, airy, cotton candy too, fluffy, airy, not much of like toothache inducing, like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have a cavity they were in this fragrance. No, it's not your typical sweet fragrance. In fact, it's actually a fragrance that I feel a little bit on the soft, warm, kind of like a warm hug kind of fragrance, but ideal enough to wear in springtime, because it's not, again, all the different notes that this fragrance has. It doesn't bring you to that, like super warm and kind of boozy, or like super sweet kind of fragrance. Is not. It's actually ideal for springtime, and on the nutty side, and it's fresh and it's beautiful, and a fragrance that to me you can wear every day. This can be your everyday fragrance, and it's non-offensive. You can even use it for the office, and it's nothing that is gonna be like bothering to other people around you. In fact, like I said, it's kind of like a nice warm hug. I really, really enjoy KAYALI Yum Pistachio Gelato. In fact, I included it on my favorites of March, which if you haven't watched it yet, I will highly suggest you to do so. And this makes it for this video. Now, I would love to hear from you which of these products you have already tried. How are you liking them? So let's just continue the conversation on the comment section down below. While you're at it, and if you haven't done so yet, I want to invite you to subscribe to my channel. Make sure you ring that post notification bell so you don't miss any of my uploads. It would be amazing if you can come and follow me on my Instagram and TikTok. If you like this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. Also share with family and friends. And until the next time, I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful day. Bye-bye.